told me that we're alright. I had nothing to fear, so I told you that I was just fine, 'cause I knew that's what you needed to hear. So I put you first, lost my self-worth. How long will it take to learn that I'm alone? How do I win this game? I don't know how to play. I wanna believe you had my best intentions. Whichever way I choose is always a lose-lose, 'cause I know that all you want is my attention. Telling me time and time again the love that we had was just for us. I never told you how I really was. By that time I had enough. So I put you first, lost my self-worth. How long will it take to learn I'm still alone? How do I win this game? I don't know how to play. I wanna believe you had my best intentions. Whichever way I choose is always a lose-lose, 'cause I know that all you want is my attention. What you've told me still lives in my head, but I'm tired of holding the weight. So I'm telling you, I have things to say. Your apologies come far too late. Now I put me first. Remember, I have a worth. How long would it take to learn I'm not alone? How did I play this game? It sucks so much to play. I wanna believe you had my best intentions. Whichever way I choose was always a lose-lose, 'cause I know that all you had, 'cause once all you had, and now you'll never have, is my attention. The first one being describing my songwriting process for preparation, deciding what outlet I wanted to go down. You could write about an endless amount of things, so figuring out what I wanted or what spoke to me was something I definitely needed to prepare for. Incubation, my song is about the people that have impacted my life. That includes people that are still here or still in my life, and it includes people that are no longer a part of my life that I've chosen to exclude. So thinking about how I wanted to incorporate that and how I wanted to incorporate my thoughts throughout the experience. That's mostly what jumbled in my brain while I was taking a step back from the piano. And I think my illumination process was figuring out that that's what I wanted to write about, because I have a lot of things to say. So it was able to write itself. And I guess that goes into the verification aspect of songwriting as well, because it was, once I sat down at the piano and I had my roadmap, I was bing bang boom. It was written 20 to 30 minutes, at least a solid foundation of it anyway. Number 2, what inclinations from Wayne Bowman's definition of popular music. I think my song speaks to when he talks about how pop music is created for enjoyment and the enrichment in people's lives. I think that's something that speaks to people, and I think that's one of the best things about popular music is that I wrote it with the intention of it being a very specific part of my life, but it can be heard by whoever listens to it and be interpreted in whatever way impacts them or influences them, and I think that's one of the best things about pop music. Number 3, if you were teaching your song to teach musical concepts. I definitely think my song is a storytelling piece, and I think storytelling is a huge musical concept that students would relate to and think is interesting and fun to possibly incorporate in their own songwriting. Maybe creating an activity where students can look to their favorite artists and see if any of their songs really tell a story, making a visual to that, or I guess just figuring out the story themselves and being able to repeat it back to you just in simpler words it's a great time. Like mine was basically a poem that I just put a melody to. Number 4, what aspects of your process might be similar? I think because my song is very personal to my experiences in life and what I've lived through, I think that's something that students will definitely relate to in their own songwriting process. I mean, we talk about it in class all the time, how songwriting is supposed to be very authentic and vulnerable, and a lot of times artists and teachers and students will turn to their own experiences to kind of ignite the flame to write a song, and I think that's something that I did and potential students would do in their own songwriting, turn to what they do at home, what they're passionate about, what they like, what they don't like, things like that. What part of the process will be most relevant when working with students? I think what will be most relevant when I'm teaching students is just being open. As a teacher, as a model, this was a very emotional experience for me, and it definitely didn't have to be, but it was when I kind of opened the floodgates of what I wanted to write about. And I think as a teacher, being very open and supportive for students, no matter what they decide to write about. I could have a student that's writing about things that are going on at home that they're struggling with, and I could have a student that's into writing about tacos. I mean, you have to be open and ready for whatever you might experience, which was the same thing that I did when I was writing my own piece. So just being accepting and open and ready, prepared to help or deal with whatever may be coming your way. What 2 ideas from songwriting readings? With Reinhardt, I believe she talked about connecting experiences in life and connecting it to musical concepts. Again, like I said, storytelling a song about a journey, whether it's a personal one or just one that they made up, connecting the 2 aspects of their lives. Another idea being a lyric first concept. That's how I wrote my piece. I had the whole idea in my head. I had kind of the melody in my head, but not really, because I had no musical foundation of what I wanted to do. So I had basically all of the lyrics written out before going to the music, and it was definitely more, I had a general idea of the sound I wanted, so having that whole structure laid out first was a better access point for me. And lastly, what was my favorite part? I think the whole thing. I mean, this class so far has made me do things that I've never done. So just being open and willing and ready and being vulnerable. I surprised myself that I was even able to pull this off. I would have never thought in a million years that I could write a pop song and write something that I actually like. It was exciting, and I'm singing my own song, and it's stuck in my head throughout the day. So that was a really fun part of this experience. Yeah.